up with a 2nd and 1. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Watch you now, Barney! Barney! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Gun!
A first down carry here for Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Over the middle, complete. It's White. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On 2nd down, Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 58 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. And he hits his man, Matthews. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Breida. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. From the gun on third down, Newton. And some room to maneuver. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Rosen.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this dig, has got to be priority one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Watch him now, Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
I mean, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. He finds McKinnon. Complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw on second down is Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now,
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida.
I think they're on schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Newton now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Play action here with Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They come out here in the eye.
Over, over,
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Wrap up.
Still moving. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now it's Rosen looking. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. D. Ford able to drop him for a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll try and run. Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 14 yards. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Newton, good one, able to haul it in. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he'll have to absorb that.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, that's Logan. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is Breida. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They run forward, Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's Newton. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Come on now.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away.
Still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited.